Alright, so we're talking about 10 things men wish women knew about their online dating profiles, because just small tweaks in your dating profile could mean the difference between a swipe to the left and a swipe to the right, if you're still using Tinder, that is. But what I'm saying is, your dating profiles, they're the first impression that you can make on someone, so you want to make it reflect you as best as possible. So next time you're creating a dating profile or you're updating one, here are 10 things to keep in mind. So number one, where's Waldo? There's nothing more frustrating than coming across a picture of some really pretty girls and not knowing which one you're swiping right or left to. So in online dating, you're competing, there's so many other dating profiles, and if you're really hard to pinpoint, guys and girls will just move on. So make your main profile picture just one of you on your own. You can still have photos of you and your friends, but just make that, the second or third photo. So number two is limit your selfie pics. Now I say this all the time, I'm not a fan of selfies, and it's because when you're taking a selfie, you don't really look like yourself because it's so posed. It doesn't really capture you in your day-to-day life. I mean, you don't go walking about with a selfie pout. So it's why I'm always an advocate of a friend taking a photo of you when you're not even paying attention. Just something really candid where you look really natural, because that's the best reflection of you. Number three, don't be boring and give people something to talk about. So one of the biggest complaints I get is, guys will match with me, but they never start a conversation, and this can the blame can be shifted two ways. So number one is, the guys aren't messaging you because they're lazy, they can't be bothered, or it could be your profile. Are you giving them something to talk about? Are you giving them something? If you're just saying, if you've got a line just saying out to meet new friends, there's nothing to go off of. Whereas if you say you love skydiving, it's like, and you're looking for someone to do the 100th skydive with you, then somebody can ask you where you've done it, where do you want to do it next, why 99, why skydiving. Do you know what I mean? It just opens up the door for so many other conversations. So just as you would in real life, do it online. Give them something to talk about. Okay, number four, you have to lose the shades. So there's so many profiles where you actually can't see someone's face, and this goes for men and women. And I still remember my husband Christian's profile picture didn't have one single picture where you could see his face clearly. So there was one of him underwater where you can kind of make out what his face looked like. There was one where he was dressed up head to toe in his snow gear with his snow goggles with a dog. So again, you couldn't see what he looked like. You could kind of just see the build. And then there was another one where he was posing with like a basketball team mascot, and he had his sunnies on. So I didn't really get a chance to see what his face looked like, but I gave it a shot anyway because his 1 or 2 line bio on Happen was so endearing. So that was just I think that's an exception to the rule. You definitely have pictures where people can see your face, because that's how else are you going to make a first impression. Number 5. If you are on a dating app and you're looking for something serious, I would probably ditch the party photos, because the photos that you choose really reflects the life that you have and the life you want to create. So if you don't want to attract someone who wants to party all the time, I would probably refrain from posting party pics of you and your girlfriends getting silly and drunk on a Saturday night or something like that. Instead, I would replace those photos with something that you love to do. A photo where you're really in your element. So if you're dancing, or if you're into gymnastics or like trapeze, a photo doing that. Okay, number 6. Now this is the big one. I know you want to put up the best version of yourself in the photos, but they have to look like you. So ditch the photos from 5 years ago and take another one of you now, because they're gonna, if you're serious about dating and you're gonna meet these people anyway, you might as well just show them that so that they're not disappointed. Number 7 is go full length. So in any profile, think of the way a guy checks you out or you check a guy out. It's, you look at either from, usually from top to toe, right? It's the same thing with an online dating profile. So make sure you have a full length photo, yeah, where people can see you. Now, number 8, I don't see a lot of this anymore, but I thought I'd just mention it. The overuse of filters. Again, we talked about photos, you know, making photos look like you. And filters definitely don't do that, especially like Snapchat filters where you've got the bunny ears or like the nose. Like that's just obstructing someone's view of what you really look like. And people want to know who they're dating before they meet them on the first date. So just refrain from using the filters. I wouldn't use them at all, to be honest. Number 9. Number 9 is tell people who you are. So this is a quote that I've got from a guy named Rob. I always chuckle when someone says they're funny in their profile. If you got the wit and humor of Tina Fey, show me, don't just tell me. So, you know, if you think you're funny and you think you're witty, say something funny or witty. Number 10 is leave me wanting more. Now these are these are quotes from guys. The best kind of profile sparks my curiosity and makes it hard for me to resist making the first move. James. Yes. So these are the top 10 things guys really want you to know when you're creating an online dating profile. And if you're looking for the best dating apps to use right now, I definitely recommend Hinge. I'll leave a link in the below. I'll leave a link below and you can check out my review. Thanks for watching, and if you like this and found it helpful, please subscribe or leave me a comment. I would totally appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.